Welcome back, Sovereigns. Welcome to Celestial Oracle Codes. So, the guides have been super chatty today. And so, this is probably going to be a long reading. So, there is a channeled message that is coming through. I'll get that out right away because I don't know if it's someone who clicks off in the first 2 minutes of like the reading or whatever, but there's a message that they definitely want the collective to have today. And so that is that there may be a weakness with overanalyzing situations, thoughts, and events. Confirmation received. So be aware that your thoughts produce your actions, but do not allow your thoughts to rule and plague you, is a huge message that is coming through for the collective at this time. If a mistake has been made, we need to be acknowledging it. Otherwise, we will be doomed to repeat karmic cycles, and we are closing those out. So, we want to integrate lessons, which means we need to learn them. And so, what is coming through is we need to acknowledge and rectify any mistake that has been made, but then we need to let it go because only the present can be changed. All right. So, with that said, welcome in. Beautiful, beloved souls. Okay, so let's get into this message. So this is, like I said, probably going to be a long one. And so if you're here for this entire reading is for you. But based upon, some of that energy that I tapped into in my last reading, I want to make sure that I'm really purifying and clearing the energy and the way with that light shower, light, crystalline light energy, right? And so, Empress, right off the bat, which lets me know that something wants to be cared for or birthed, but not forced, okay? Something wants to be cared for or birthed through you, and this is a period of fertile, abundant, and creative energy. So be sure you are nurturing yourself and others at this time. Ideas and projects may blossom if you take inspired action. Thank you, confirmation received. Take inspired action towards your goals, establishing a luxurious sensual connection to the physical world, or you will take inspired action through a luxurious sensual connection to the physical world. So that's an amazing energy to start with. So let me go ahead. That's the energy that you represent. So that's what you are embodying right now. And that is also the advisement and the directive that's coming through for you. Let's go ahead and give it one more shuffle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut 3 times and I will pull straight from the top. And we're going to use 3 tarot decks for this reading for clarifiers and just to make sure that we're really getting the ins and outs of this energy. So, we know that you're embodying an expansive, creative, maybe a growth oriented, and abundant energy, right? Empress energy. And so, let's see. Boom. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Pentacles. And we see that your Empress energy is about to become either an excess in financial, it may become an excess in financial abundance, or it may be that you are learning to experience reality in a new way. So this might be you holding a new vibration, and this is you experiencing reality in a new way, stepping into a new authority over your reality also. So this is the end of a karmic cycle that just ended for you. This may have been where you either were perceived to be in lack, because I don't believe that you were ever truly lacking, but you may also have been financially constrained, okay? And so this is you entering a new era. This may be a new era, a reset, or the end of a karmic cycle leading into a new, stable, abundant confirmation birth. And I'm hearing fortuitous, prosperous reality that you're creating for yourself. So this is a new approach in your material world. And this is also you leaning into a nurturing and a growth oriented mindset. So this is a new way of thinking and being that is equaling a an growth oriented abundance mindset. And so that's really, really great. It's bringing in a foundational stability that you may not see coming, but it is wrapped around this new vibration and frequency I'm hearing that you are embodying. Okay, so that is a beautiful kickoff. Let's get some of the cards out here so we can see this energy. All right, so where are we at? Here, we'll see where we're going with this. Okay. So right off the bat, this new energy is bringing in, there's a change that's coming into your life with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles coming out here together. So I'm going to let you know right now that this may be a new business venture. This may be a new investment that you're making into yourself. This may also be you building into new skills. This can also be an inheritance or you winning the lottery. Okay, like this could be any or all of those things, and this can also be a new business venture. This is any kind of twist or turn of events or fate, a twist of fate and destiny that comes into your life based upon some karmic agreements, either on a soul contract level, right? This is something that you agree to experience on a soul level in this lifetime, in other words, or this is something that is tied to past life karma that is now being rectified in your life, or this is tied to some negative thing that has happened to you, or like this is like down on the chips energy that got turned into a universal kind of repayment or realignment with your true destiny. This is also rags to riches energy, okay? So all of that. So that's why it has that windfall energy as well as twist of fate energy. And so with the Wheel and the Ace of Pentacles coming out, Ace of Pentacles comes out with the Wheel, and it shows me that this new balance that you're finding, right? So in the past, actually, this would have been seen in reverse for you. You would have felt like the world maybe was, things were down on the dumps on you, that you had to persevere, that you had to find a new way of approaching the physical world. And this might also mean that you had to come up with a side hustle, or you had to find an excess amount of jobs, or maybe you lost a job and you had to go find new work. Okay, this is where you felt like life was giving you all of the lemons and none of the lemonade. And this is where you have to find a way to create lemonade with all of the lemons that you got. And ultimately, it led you into the embodiment of this Empress energy, because you knew that you had to do the inner work. You had to grow. You had to learn to create a new momentum in your life and a new way of thinking and being in this world. And you did it. And so I really want to congratulate you, because not a lot of people do all the work, right? I did the work, you did the work. And so we know that it's sometimes not pretty doing the work. It's not the easiest thing doing the work. Sometimes we are isolated. Many times we're isolated and we feel alone when we do the work. But we come out feeling more connected to the universe than we ever felt before. And we see that it was in our best interest to enter a sort of this hangman, hermit energy to come out in this refined Empress, high priestess and magician energy and emperor energy. And so because you're embodying that now, your Ace of Pentacles is coming into your life. This may be a new investment. This may be some kind of financial gain that you didn't see coming. I've already gone through all of the things, and it can be anything connected to your finances or that leaves you feeling like the material world has bestowed a gift or blessing upon your life. Confirmation received, and I love that. And it comes from, let me not put, sorry, the lover's card. I don't really put stickers on my cards, so I have to cover them up. But this is the lover's card, okay? I'm only gonna show it for a second because I don't want it to be too I don't want it to go against compliance. So we're gonna put this up here with the Empress. All right, so the Empress and this lovers lets me know that you are now balanced within the way that you approach the world on a outer and an inner level. So this is you balancing your actions and your feelings. This is you moving through life with more intuition and trusting yourself more. And so you're learning, okay, to Four of Pentacles in reverse, release the tight grip that you have on the resources. And also, this is you releasing the tight grip that you have on the way that things unfold in your life. This, all three of these combined, the lovers plus the Empress plus the Four of Pentacles in reverse, equals the fact that you now are trusting the way that you feel inside as well as the way that you move through life. So you're trusting your decisions more. You're feeling more compatible with the alignment of the way that the flow of your life is going in general. You're feeling like life is happening for you and not to you finally. You're finally knowing that you can release some of the resources and you can let go of some of your prosperity and abundance and know that it's not only going to come back to you because the universe is a reciprocal universe, but you also know that it's all happening for you anyway. So even the takeaway, even the obstacles, even the hindrances are equaling the lessons, the pauses, the rest, and the strategic planning that you need to propel yourself forward and know that there's nothing that can stop you. You've had many people who have tried to stop you. You've had many, it was the last cycle and it looked like this. And you had many people who were in that upside down Wheel of Fortune where it seemed like everything was rolling up or, down, or everything was rolling on the right track for them and everything was kind of off for you. It was this non-abundance. It was this, where's my Ten of Pentacles energy? And now you found it. You found it in this lover's energy mixed with the Empress, mixed with this inverted Four of Pentacles energy. So this is where we release the tight grip on our resources and our foundations so that we can relax into a new malleable and mutable existence. I'm hearing a new way of being, a new way of functioning, a new way of adapting and becoming flexible in the world that is equaling us no longer not seeing the blessings that are an emotional fulfillment that is being presented to us no longer feeling like we have to hold on to every single thing. So this is you finally coming back into a stable structure after you had to pause and meditate for a moment, but really finding your way back into a new stable emotional state and a new stable love for just your relationships and also a new trust in your intuition and the guidance that you're receiving in life. Oh, I love that for you. So ultimately it's left you in this King of Wands energy. Okay, so now we know that this is your divine feminine energy, and if we had to break down what was on that lover's card, well, then it would be the Empress, and it would be like a King of Wands energy. So right now, this shows me that you're embodying a creative, growth-oriented, abundant energy, and ultimately, you are also showing up in the world with this authority over your action that shows an outer mastery of someone who can manifest their desires at will, it seems like, also someone who it kind of maybe controlling things behind the scene, maybe, and also someone who is in touch enough with the universe to get what they want ultimately. Okay, so this is also someone who takes decisive action towards their goals to reach their life purpose through willpower and confidence while expressly being clear on their desires. Okay, and accomplishing what they set out to do. Yeah, so that's the energy you're embodying right now, and that's what all of that's come before you has equaled. So you went through some maybe tumultuous relationships and some instances where you were left having to look at the way that things transpired in your life so much so it made you take the focus off the blessings that the universe was truly trying to give you in this Four of Cups energy. And so the Queen of Pentacles energy coming out next to the King of Wands energy is truly showing me what is now being embodied in this lover's energy within you. So I love this. So let me tell you right now, I already let you know exactly what that King of Wands meant, because that is a new self-authority and leadership that you have over your life, where you are fully aware that you have a higher calling in this life, and you are strategically working on gaining momentum into that purpose. Whatever your actions are, they are focused on your desires, and you are using your willpower with confidence to manifest your desires. Okay, so that's what you're embodying in your masculine energy. So in your feminine energy, you're embodying Queen of Pentacles energy. So you know that you not only are worthy, but you also know that you're significant. You know that you're worthy. You know you're significant. You know that you're capable. You know that you're good enough. You know you don't even have to be perfect. You know that you're actually perfect the way that you are. You know that there is perfection in your imperfections, okay? And the only thing perfect about being human, you know this too, is that you can rise above. You can grow to be more. You can grow to be better. You can be more than you were yesterday. You can always defeat and beat your demons, and you can make your weaknesses strengths. That is the perfection in humanism, and so in humanology. And at the end of the day, this is the worth and the beauty and the significance that you found within yourself that embodies that truth. And I love this for you to have that kind of authority over your life, and you to be using your power and willpower this powerfully while embodying this kind of self-worth and abundance and creativity in your life, saying no to the naysayers and anybody who tried to spill any milk, and saying yes to the blessings of the universe, releasing some of that control that you have tried to have over your reality, over your material world, and over all of your finances and resources, to the point where you're stifling your growth and keeping things stagnant in your life, and allowing this new cycle and phase to finally where is my will? To finally, letting this new cycle and phase finally come into your life, Wheel of Fortune energy upright, and then manifest itself, right? So this new beginning or blessing in this pinnacle, this Ace of Pentacles, is the new beginning of a new phase or karmic cycle in your life, or this might be dharma. This is something connected to really good karma, and it's manifesting itself into 10 of Pentacles. Do you see how this one went through this karmic cycle that you're going through now and is turning into all of these? Okay, so it's right there in the cards, and it's coming through your creative energy as embodying this Empress energy while fully expressing yourself externally in that King of Wands energy was already described, and internally embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, because it's more than you know, or you know that you deserve more than you could ever get in this world. And so ultimately this is because you let the rigidity go. Okay, this is, you actually allowed your, you released the need to have to be right about everything. right? You release the need for there to be this declaration and importance of accountability for others. You knew the universe was going to hold others accountable. So you didn't have to go searching for accountability. You didn't have to care how they showed up or what they thought about you. You didn't have to care about all the gossip and the rumors and the lies and the blah, blah, blah. This is you not using your wit, your truth, your mouth, your logic to create problems in your life. And this means that you sidestepped a lot of problems in your life because you didn't show up and show out like some of the people who are in your life. I'll say it that way. So there's someone who's in your life right now that has actually tried to cause problems in your life, that has actually caused problems in their own life. They've made themselves look a very bad way, okay? And I'm going to let you know this as well. Because you release the need to be right, release the need to be in the mix, release the need to be an authority in a problematic situation, is what I'm hearing. This created an inner mastery and an embodiment in you that has led to you embodying perfect communication of the truth and a perfect control of your mind and a perfect approach of logical approach to problems. Like, you know exactly how to deal with problems now because of the way you dealt with this one. And I love that for you. In the past, you didn't get what you truly wanted, okay? You felt like you wanted something and that wish was not granted to you. That's how you feel. One way or another, you feel like you were not emotionally fulfilled. There was no completion or closure. You didn't get to integrate whatever relationship that you came out of. This can be a relationship. This can be a business partnership. This can be a family relationship or dynamic. This can also be you not trusting yourself on an internal level as well, okay? So this is me not trusting the way that I feel, not trusting the way that people around me are making me feel, and not feeling like I can trust my own love and relationships and intuition in this situation that I am. So I feel no closure in this situation. There's no completion, and I'm not integrating any lessons from this energy. So that's the energy that it gives that you had to move away from. And you moved away from it, or you are moving away from it. So this is you. Maybe you're still in this energy, okay? Maybe you're still in this energy. And maybe I just gave you what's coming for you. So that cycle, this cycle is ending. This is what's going away, all right? And so don't worry. So this shows me that either you recently moved away from this, or soon in the near future you're going to realize you need to move away, and you're going to move away from whatever this is. And because you move away from this, well, what happens because you move away from this? We don't know what's going to happen, because let's get some clarifier. Actually, let's see. Let's look a little further into this energy. Let's look a little further into this energy and see what is going to happen. Oh, whoop. Okay, so when you move away from this, you're going to start building into that abundance. So moving away from whatever this is that is leaving you emotionally unfulfilled and for making you feel like your wishes and your dreams aren't coming true, is going to lead to you taking a practical but stable action. Okay, so this is not some quick fly by the seat of your pants action, and this is also abundant action. So this is something that is focused on money and also work. So this might be you finding a new job, or this might be you finding new ways to make money in general. This might be you building into a new business. But one way or another, we know that it's going to equal a new blessing coming into your life. One that is going to turn the tables or the wheel in your favor, leading to a new abundant, that 10 of Pentacles reality with your Empress vibration, as you move through reality with the self-authority and outer mastery of the King of Wands energy, okay, decisively taking confident action towards your goals while embodying Queen of Pentacles energy, which is your self-worth and dynamic of the significance that you have in this world, which I love for you because you've gone through a lot. I can already see and feel it here. And so that is an amazing part of the reading, but let's just get some clarifier cards. So let's make sure we've got them all in order because we want to clarify some things, right? All right. So to clarify, like I got everything out of order. I'm like, oh, okay. So lovers, boom. All right. Okay, so here we'll clarify with the Animal Spirit Oracle Tarot deck. Tarot. All right, so and we got two right off the bat. All right, so this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a cycle, okay, the world, and you are embodying a new kind of innocence, and I'm hearing emotional intelligence and vibration, open-heartedness, inexperience, and you're really sensitive and kind, right? And the world is starting to realize that is what is more important. And that's what's coming through with that refined Empress energy, attracting all that abundance to you, closing out this karmic cycle, closing out this wheel of fortune, and ultimately bringing in what you desire. So what we have is we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is bringing in some kind of blessing, okay? So there's an open-hearted, kind, sensitive approach that you have, and also I'm not going to say an inexperience, but I am going to say a childlike wonder that you have approaching the world. And there is a childlike curiosity and innocence that you have when you are experiencing things and allowing others to experience things, okay? And so that's what's bringing in this abundance. Whatever this gift is, um, it doesn't have to be technically financial, but it is material. So this can be something, this could show up as a whole new living room set, right? Or a new kitchen. This could be like a new house that you get or a new car. This could also be anything that you desire or that you didn't see coming, that you fundamentally didn't know how much you needed, or that you knew you needed and didn't know how you're going to get it. All right. So that's what that energy is bringing in. I love that. And the world connected to this Wheel of Fortune lets me know that you've just closed out a karmic cycle, like we said. And ultimately, congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. Whatever that is, you made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage, like I said. And now you are embodying that energy, and it's bringing in that blessing for you. I love this for you. So let's go ahead and we'll shuffle it. And I guess I'll pull clarifiers just like I did these, right? Let's give it the same kind of energy so that we get the same result, right? And so go ahead and do 3. Boom, boom. All right. Okay. All right. Boom, boom. Woo! We got some things. So they are clarifying. Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, 9 of Earth on the bottom of the deck lets me know that you are Empress energy that is building into 10 of Pentacles energy. And so all of these go together. So the 9 of Earth goes with the 10 of Pentacles and goes with the Empress. So that is an amazing energy, right? That's an amazing creative energy, okay? An amazing abundant energy. And that is, not only is this you coming into a reset to the way that you approach finances and probably the way that you attract and manifest your money, but this is also you approaching reality creation in a new way. And this is fundamentally you approaching your growth and nurturing yourself in a new way. So this is more self-love and self-care. This is you filling your cup first. This is you making sure that all your chips are lined up before you start trying to help others. This is you finally taking care of you and allowing your experience to reflect all of the great works that you're doing in your life. I love this energy. Oh, wow. And so, to clarify the lovers, we have 3 of air. And so this lets me know that you found balance after a great hardship came in your life. Confirmation received. Someone broke your heart. This is someone broke my heart energy. And ultimately, this also speaks of the way that you grew through the fact that someone hurt you immensely. I don't know what they did to you, but I know that I can relate to this energy. Like, it makes me want to cry right now. Because this is people who deliberately try to hurt you and make life hard for you, but you overcoming everything that they do energy. So this is your growth. This is you creating momentum in your life through the growth that you find after a new truth is revealed to you through the communication of another or through a new mindset that you create for yourself that leads to a more logical way of approaching life and finding way to resolve problems that no one can supersede. So this is a very powerful and beautiful energy. Good job. And that comes, I'm coming at you with 10 of Cups in reverse energy, which lets me know that this was where you needed to kind of meditate and pause, create a more stable structure in the way that you approach your feelings, love in general, your trusting your intuition in yourself and your relationships in your life after a very big upheaval happened in your life. And ultimately, it was connected to this three of air energy, which ultimately, sadness and sad things can happen in your life, and you can always approach and find people who are going to help you through any sad occurrence like this. And this is also a good recalibration tool when we find these low points in our lives to help us to fundamentally sift through and filter out anybody who doesn't belong there or would want to do us harm in life. So utilize whatever this was to truly see who was there for you when this happened and who was a part of this when this happened. Okay? So that's specific for someone. And ultimately, this is you letting whatever lessons you learned from that hardship and fundamentally the end of that cycle that equals the end of this cycle, that equals the end of this phase, that leads into this new reality and this new way to be and show up in the world and have the world and universe show up for you, is you need to integrate, meditate, pause, let the integration of these lessons build momentum in your life that creates a stability and a structure that will give you the foundation you need to, release to release the worry behind this, release the worry behind this 4 of Pentacles energy. Okay, release the worry behind the 4 of Pentacle energy. Release the confinements, right? You're not in a cage, right? See them, they're like, you can come out of the cage. You're the only one in the cage. You don't have to be in the cage anymore. You don't have to hold on to resources like this anymore. You can trust the unfoldment of your life now. You can trust the way that life is happening for you and not to you. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. And so you really want to make sure that you're not confining yourself. Don't choose to live in the cage. And that's how we do that, is when we hold so tight to resources and we're always looking over our shoulder like we're about to lose something. And so we never truly thrive or get to live before or because we are so busy trying to survive. And this is letting yourself thrive instead of survive energy. Okay? We put animals in cages and things because we're like, we want them to survive. Okay? But when we truly want them to thrive, we let them out. And so this is you releasing yourself from the cage and allowing yourself to just ease up and be easy with your material world, be easy with your resources, be easier. Okay? Don't be ridiculous, don't be frivolous, don't be impractical, but be easier. Okay? Just be less constrained, less confined, less caged with yourself and with your resources, with your material world and your experience here in this world. Okay, so those are really good clarifiers. So let's go ahead and see what wants to come out with. Now, this is the one that gave me a doozy the last time I gave my reading, with the divination of the ancients. So while I'm shuffling these, I'm hearing identity upgrades are happening. Identity upgrades are happening. So something in this new cycle for you is an identity upgrade, and it's also an energetic upgrade. Okay, so an energetic upgrade means that your body might change. It might be a little bit different. The way that you approach the world might change. Your frequency, your vibration. So that means your feelings. You might be feeling a little bit more positive. Things might not get you down so much. We're releasing all of the things that are plaguing our existence. Whatever does not serve us, because the universe is responding in kind and replacing all of the outmoded, outdated constraints, confinements, and anything that is no longer aligned with who you want to be, who the universe expects you to be, and who you are lined up to be based upon your actions, frequency, right? And your feelings, emotions, and vibration. So, however you're feeling, thinking, being, and whatever you're doing, acting, seeing, okay, is what it's going to be. And so we want to have all of that reflect exactly what we truly desire in life. That's the channel message coming through. So this is where we are being asked to redefine ourselves, okay? And the actions will follow the belief. So once you can define that for yourself, who do you truly want to be? Who do you desire? What are your core values? What do you stand for? What will you no longer allow in your life? What do those core values create for boundaries for you? What is this transformation accelerating in your life? And the actions will follow that belief, and so will the strong understanding of all that you ever were in this life. So you know that your foundations, your foundation, your foundations are solidifying here, okay? And it's creating this Empress, golden clad, Nine of Pentacles. I've worked to get this stable continuity in my financial, material world. Ten of Pentacles, legacy, wealth, energy. And those foundations are solidifying based upon your vibration, your sensitive, kind, open-hearted nature, the way that you're approaching the world, the way that you never let the chips that fell in, get you down, the way that you always found the way to overcome suffering, no matter what the odds were that were against you, the way that you overcame whatever this last thing was, even though everyone tried to hide it from you, and they're acting like you don't know still, and you can act like you don't know. And if one person in your life actually came forward to actually confirm what you do know, I think that you might not be so saddened by this entire experience. But this is a confirmation for whoever is still in this reading now. Whatever has happened, whatever has gone before you, nobody's getting away with anything. This is a confirmation from your spiritual team, the universe, guides, archangels, angels, guardians, the highest light, the most high. Okay? Whatever you resonate with. Things are being shifted and lined up for you right now. It is so important that you hear and understand that things are being shifted and aligned for you right now. So the stagnation and the pause, the meditation, and you waiting and being patient is an initiation. And it is a repositioning of you, a redirection into the accelerated velocity of the life that was always meant for you. This is where you realign with your soul mission and destiny. And that's what's happening. Okay? It's a closing of cycles that could no longer support or sustain what you are becoming and what is expected for the experiences that you will have moving forward through this life. You are moving out of karma into dharma if you're still in this reading. And so I don't want there to be any qualm or quarrel about what's happening here, okay? Because at the end of the day, you have shown a merit that supersedes anyone that you have ever known. I'll say that. I'll say it again. You have shown a merit that supersedes anyone you have ever known. Okay? And so you don't have to worry. That's the message coming through. That's the channel message that's coming through. Now let's get to what is coming through. We're only gonna, oh no, I'm gonna do them 3. Like, you know, 3s are my thing. 3s are my thing. So that is 2. And that is 3. Okay. Bottom of the deck says aura observation, and that was what was coming up for our card last time. So what this tells me is continue observing everyone around you. Continue noticing what is happening in the life, in the world around you. What are people trying to conceal? What is happening that maybe you're not allowing to fully integrate on you? Right? Once again, aura is telling you to wake up to what is really going on around you. Take a good long look at yourself and at others, for all is not what you have painted in your mind. Okay? There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have your best interests at heart. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Do you hear me? I'll say it again. Take a good long look at yourself and at others, for all is not what you have painted in your mind, okay? There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have your best interests at heart. Okay? So because this came up in my last reading, right? And I channeled the message in. We're going to read it from the book this time. All right, so let's see. Aura. All right, so aura. This wake-up call serves you well and asks you to look at areas of your life where you can improve things. Deepen investigation into situations you have previously skimmed over. Become the observer. Watch and learn. I love this. Notice every detail in a person's mannerisms and energy, and soon you will be able to determine the bigger picture in all that you witness. Observe well, and the subtle truth will emanate clearly for you to determine. Always ask the question, is this for my highest good? And you will witness something important. Become more aware of signs and symbols that spirit brings you and try to see the good in others. You have a gift for sensing and seeing auras. Okay? Your affirmation is, as I take a look around, things aren't quite what I once found. The veil has been lifted. Eyes are bright, observing all with my new sight. Okay? Say that. So aura hum coming at you. All right, so we'll take the first 3 off the top. How about that? We've got flowers, woo, welcome, nature, and feathers. Messages, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know right now, crystal ball is on the bottom. So with crystal ball on the bottom, and that was right after aura, right? So now we are making sure that we're doing everything that I just said for the book. And then we're getting crystal clear on our desires again. Remember, we're making sure that we're taking decisive action, gaining momentum towards our goals, leading with confidence and willpower, and making sure that we are being crystal clear on what we want with that crystal ball card. All right, so for flowers, flowers come up to let you know that there may be some kind of romantic encounter coming into your life, actually, as well as all of these other blessings. Or perhaps the romance will be the blessing that leads to this financial gain and this abundance. Maybe you will find the collaboration and it will turn into more than you ever dreamed. Or perhaps you're already with the one that you desire to be with and you will go into business together. Whatever the case may be, there is some kind of new partnership or a soul bond that is coming into your life with the Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay? And this new Nine of Earth and 9 or 10 of Pentacles energy mixed with the Ace of Pentacles energy. So all of that equals some new relationship coming into your life as well. Okay? Now, this relationship can be romantic, but it does not have to be. It can be a business partnership. It can also be a friend. This can be a soul-aligned friendship. Whatever it is, this is some kind of karma or soul-aligned contract. So this is business partners, a romantic relationship. This can also be a strange family that comes back together or the reconciled differences. This can also be a work-related incident or some kind of disturbance where two individuals who were either aligned on a vibrational level or just very synchronistic, right? So either they were very affectionate toward each other or they just really, maybe they've liked working together a lot. I don't know what this is, but there's some kind of connection through the work sector as well, where this can be a reconciled difference as well there. But ultimately, this is usually going to be of a romantic nature and something in the personal sector of your life, or something that is fundamentally a structured reinforcement for the transformation in your life. So what that means is it's a soul aligned relationship. So this is a soulmate coming into your life one way or another. Be that a business colleague and someone who helps propel you into a more elevated way of being and understanding how to approach business or whatever your new skills are. This can be a new mentor or a coach. This can also be a teacher or any kind of spiritual guide. This can also be a romantic partner, and it can also be any other kind of soul-aligned relationship that elevates your consciousness or is a reciprocal exchange of positive energy. Okay, so Ogham lets us know that you need to find the time to be out in nature. Springtime now, things are, or at least in the northern hemisphere, okay, all of us might not be in the northern hemisphere, so if it's winter where you are, if the weather conditions don't permit, please don't put yourself in a dangerous situation. Also be aware of wildlife when you do this. But so you're being called to go out into nature and specifically be close to trees. The older the better, the bigger the better. And there is underlying information that you can receive from being in the aura of trees, from being in the presence of trees, and also from meditating near trees. You can tap into the Physical network, and it's the network that all trees share. Their roots are connected through mushrooms and fungus underneath the earth, and it's like the global internet for the earth, right? And so you can tap into this, and this will give you equal measure of knowledge and wisdom and inspired action toward your purpose or divine life purpose if you are looking for that. This will naturally help you to fundamentally either manifest or attract the solutions and resolutions that you need to propel you on your path in the trajectory that you would like. Okay? So, feathers is the last message of the day that we're receiving here with the divination of the ancients, and it lets you know that you need to be not only paying attention. You can see the feathers here, so that lets you know that your angels and your spiritual team are trying to get messages through to you to let you know the next steps to take along your path. But it also lets you know that there may be some kind of messages or some kind of information that's been coming through that you have not been receiving or allowing to integrate or land on you. You might be denying the truth. You may not be listening to the impulses or intuitive thoughts that are coming into your mind. This is another way that your spiritual team communicates with you and that the divine sends messages through you. We feel like all our thoughts come from us, but you are a divine being having a human experience. So at the end of the day, when thoughts flow through you, that is often the universe's way of communicating with you, especially if they're inspired thoughts that leave you in a better way or get rid of negative instances, experiences, people, toxic situations, or circumstances in your life. And so that is the message that is coming through. This also pertains to you asking for guidance and then allowing that guidance to come to you in whatever form, way it does. That can be tarot guidance, that can be an oracle, that can be the numbers or repeating angelic numbers that come to you as confirmations. But one way or another, and you can get an angel number reader, right? I do angel number readings. So you definitely can get the crux of what that number means for you. But at the end of the day, you don't have to. You can listen to your intuition and take inspired action on the same. This is also a card of taking calculated risks when the messages come to you. So figure out exactly, get clear, right? Hold on. Get clear, crystal ball, on exactly what you want in this world. Get clear on your desires. Get clear on what you truly desire. And stop being indecisive. Don't allow yourself to harp and think about the things that you don't want, or let the what's happened in the past or something that can't be changed hijack the momentum of your thoughts. So this is allowing yourself to get clear on the decisiveness and realize that you have new relationships to help you along your path coming into your life, soul aligned relationships to help you along your way, no matter who they are or what part they play, okay? Getting back into nature so that you can refresh, so that you can reset, so that you can recalibrate, and you can really accept the messages that are coming through to help you along your path. Beautiful message. I love you guys immensely. As always, I love you unconditionally. And confirmation received, so does my spiritual team. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. We would love to have you around. And as always, I send you all of my light, my love, and my blessings. I send it in to you. And I will see you in my next reading.